Hello, welcome back to Trying to Live Forever. Today we're going to talk about what it's going to be like surgery day. And the only experience I have is the experience I had with me and my wife when we did ours. And so I'll just tell you what happened with us, okay? So first thing is that you're going to go probably the day before and get a hotel room because unless you live close. See, we lived 3 hours away from our surgeon. So we got a hotel room the night before, and Christina stayed at it. For me, Christina stayed at it because mine was surgery on Thursday morning, and I got out of hospital on Saturday morning. So she stayed in Little Rock with me while I was when I was staying in the hospital. So we got the hotel room for Wednesday night before, Thursday night, Friday night, and so I came home on Saturday. But the first day on Wednesday evening after work, and packing up and having babysitters for the kids and everything, we drove 3 hours to Little Rock and checked into hotel, run to the hospital, checked in with the surgery center at Baptist Memorial in Little Rock, and got our, what not to do, how to, taking the bath, don't brush your teeth, but don't swallow anything, nothing to eat past 9 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. The whole, how they give you the list of things that, to do, ready for surgery. And that was about 6 o'clock. Okay, so I got 3 hours to eat. That was my thinking. I got 3 hours to eat. If you're still here right now, like, share, and subscribe, hit that bell, tell your friends, share this everywhere, help out the channel. Anyways, so where we stayed was about a block and a half away from the hospital. And I really didn't know, you would think last meal, big steak, big, something fancy, something good, schmoozy, no. My last meal right in front of the hotel was a Denny's. My last big meal. I had a burger and fries. I had a Western omelet with pancakes. And I had a caramel drizzled brownie. And it took me from like 7 to 8 to eat it. That was my last meal. That's how bad at almost 575 pounds. 573 is what I weighed at the hospital the day of. That's how bad my diet was. Instead of going out and having a $50 steak, I wanted Denny's. That's how bad it was, okay? So, had that meal, and then nothing to eat past 9 o'clock and try to sleep. Couldn't sleep. You're not going to sleep. Or if you sleep, you're not going to sleep well. It's going to be real slow. And then 4:30, get up, take a shower, brush your teeth, don't swallow anything, can't, no colognes, no antiperspirant, just, your clothes you're going to wear into the surgery building. And they give you they gave us a special soap. Me and Christina both, when we both had ours done, gave us a special soap. And was at the hospital at 5:30. And by 5:30, I walked right in, signed in, checked us in, and they took me right back to the little room, with the bed and the curtain, where you get undressed and put everything in the basket, put the robe on, and they put the blankets over you, and they start the IV, and they start the sedative. And I don't ever remember being nervous. I always remember being ready. I never felt nervous the night before, but I felt ready, and I just wanted to get it done. When you know something's coming up, and you just, okay, can we just do this now? I would have been good doing it at 9 o'clock the night before, so it was like, so it takes about, they let that sedative hit for 10 or 15 minutes, and the doctor walks in, and he's in his scrubs and everything, he's ready to go, and I'd met him several times before, and he said, all right, Mr. Slater, you ready to do this? And I said, hell yeah, let's go. And I remember being wheeled in, and I remember the room being really cold. And, you know, and they bring you in and they kind of spin you around and they put your head up by the anesthesiologist. And I remember him saying, "Okay, Mr. Slay, you ready to go to sleep?" And I said, "Yeah, let's go. Let's do this." And he said, "All right, start counting back to 10. 10, 9, 8, out." Woke up. That was about 5:45, maybe 6 o'clock. Woke up at 10:30. Done. And I will say, the pain level was not as bad as I was expecting. I had it laparoscopically. I was, you know, they were just starting to, 18 years ago, they were just starting to do laparoscopic. And the doctor was worried about me being too big to be able to do it, because before then, now they have special tools. They have them made special. They're longer, you know, they're more robust. Back then, they didn't have the specialty tools already figured out. They were doing off of what they had off the shelf, okay? So he was worried about being able to get to me through my stomach, through my belly to my stomach. And he says, you know, he warned me, you know, weeks before the surgery. He said, you know, if I can't reach you inside your cavity, then, you know, we're going to have to open you up. And he says, if that happens, then you're going to be in the hospital for a couple more days, because you're going to have to recover from, you know, the big, you know, scar. And I knew that going in, but he did it laparoscopically, and I felt like I took a couple shots by Tyson, by a boxer, you know, in the gut. I mean, I was tight, but I wasn't really in pain because of the miracle, the pain pump. That pain pump is a most wonderful thing. Okay, so you know, just hit that pump. Yeah, that was great. Okay, so but when I woke up, the first thing they wanted me to do is get up. You got to get up. You got to start moving. You got to use that little blue sucky thingy upper, you know, to get the anesthesia out of you. But the best way to get it out of you is just to get up and move and walk. So let's get up and walk. Come on, Mr. Slater. Let's go. Let's get up and walk. And I got up and walked, and as much as I could. I mean, when they let me, I was up and I was running. And, you know, of course, they want you to be able to use the restroom to make sure all that plumbing's working, everything. And they're watching you for any bleeding or anything in your urinary tract, or, you know, anything spitting up. And that first day was nothing. I didn't get ice chips. I didn't get water. I didn't get a drop of anything. Nothing that first day. But there was a lot of walking, and I wasn't in a lot of pain because of the pain pump. And I didn't really feel like I needed to sleep, because I had been under anesthesia for about 4 hours, which is like, you know, super uber duper power nap. But really, for what I had done to my digestive system, the pain level was pretty mild. And so I spent 2 days, you know, walking, doing the second day. They give you water, you know, and you start sipping on broth and teas and waters and stuff like that. And then they're watching you for any infection. And Saturday morning, they said, okay, you're good. You passed everything. Your system is working good. Your restrooms running good. You're walking every 15 minutes. You know, we can't keep you in the bed. You're ready to go. All right, we're going to give you this last shot, and we're going to send you home. So they gave me a pain shot. It was about, Christina was down in the parking lot getting the car. It was about 11 o'clock. And they gave me a shot. And, you know, in the hospital, you got to wait for them to release you. You know, they don't show up with a wheelchair. They make, you know, they got to take you out in a wheelchair. You can't walk out on your own. Got to take you out in a wheelchair. And they got to release you. Well, they didn't release me till about 1:30. That shot had wore off. That pain pump was already disconnected. That shot had wore off. And we got in the car. And from Little Rock to where I live is 3 hours. And I-40 at that time, every half a mile there was a bump. Boom, 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 boom. We got about halfway home, and I said, you gotta stop. You gotta stop the jiggling and the pain had wore off. It was the worst. Okay, I'll just say, the worst part of the whole process was the drive home. Not the hospital, not the pain waking up, not the walking around in the hospital, not. And the worst part was the drive home. So if you don't have a long way to go driving home, get that shot, get released, and get the hell out of there and get home and get on your chair, and you'll be good. But that was the worst, was the drive home. But that's the journey that I took the day of my surgery. So if you're still here, like, share, and subscribe. Give me one of those. See one of those? See the thumbs up? Thumbs? Boom, boom, boom. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when I put a new one out. Y'all have a great day. Because a great day today can be an even better day tomorrow. Y'all be good.